So the NBA playoffs are finally here, and we got to predict it. Today, I'm here with my man AJ. We're going to predict a bunch of for the NBA playoffs. Oh my God, we're going to predict the whole.
You go.
We're going to predict the whole thing. We're going to predict the Finals MVP. Give it to you as fast as possible. I'm going to get it started. We're going to have our thing up. We have a little bracket challenge, and me and AJ, we have our own little point system that we're going to get off, and winner wins that bracket challenge. We'll see who does the best. Let's get off. All right. I'm going to start. We're going to start. So, disclaimer, we're filming this in the middle of the Lakers versus the Timberwolves game. So, we know the Heat just got absolutely docked. We know they just got absolutely wrecked. So, we know that we're going to have in the East, Boston versus the Hawks. So, I'm going to start off with that series. And to be honest, Boston's going to win. I see Boston winning in 5. I don't different. I got Boston in 5. I think Jason Tatum's just way too. We got AJ over here.
Honestly, I have the exact same thing. I see Trae Young having one breakout game pretty much. Atlanta starting 5 compared to Boston starting 5 is it's unfair pretty much. You can't stop you can't stop Jaylen Brown and Tatum at the same time. You just can't.
Especially with that team. You got John Collins on defense, but that's about it, unless you have DeAndre Hunter out there. But he's really not able to stop them, for being honest.
Celtics are a much deeper team than.
Yeah, we'll move on to this 1 seed game. I think the Heat will take care of whoever wins versus Toronto or Chicago or Miami, but I honestly don't think it makes that much of a difference. I see the Bucks winning in 4, Bucks sweeping the series.
For me, honestly, I have Milwaukee in 6. I think Toronto beats Chicago tomorrow, and I think Miami makes easy work of them. And then after that, really, I think Jimmy has 2 good games, pretty much, and then just Giannis takes care of the rest.
I tend to agree on that one. So for me, we're going to get into the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the New York Knicks series, and we're repping it. And this is why the New York Knicks will win the NBA Finals. Knicks in 7, baby. Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7. Let's go. Let's get it. JB, Julius Randle. Anyways, you can predict this series how you want.
I have the opposite view. I have Cleveland 6. Honestly, this is a tough series to predict, to be honest, because I feel like Cleveland don't really have that playoff experience, but they're a much better team.
I mean, they have.
I don't know.
They have Donovan Mitchell. They have Evan Mobley. They have Darius Garland. But where's the bench? Who's on the bench for the Cavs? The Knicks have, they're
coming off the bench.
They're 10 men deep. You got Grimes. You got Quickly. You got Obi Toppin. I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, Josh Hart, who's a stud. At this point, RJ Barrett may as well be on the bench. You have Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein. You still have JB and Julius Randle. I mean, who am I forgetting? There's one big guy. I can't even think of him right now because I'm so excited for this playoffs. I really think the Knicks are going to take the series against the Cavs. They're so heavy underdogs, but I honestly don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think the Knicks take light work of the Cleveland Cavaliers, beating them in 7 games. Not so light.
Light work is kind of crazy, but.
And then we're going on to this 76ers versus Brooklyn series. Miles Bridges has been amazing since he's got to Brooklyn, but it's not going to be enough. Philly in 4. I'll give it over to you.
Yeah, like you said, I got Philly in 5. I mean, I feel like Brooklyn has that one good game and where they're just they hit all their 3-point shots. But I mean, Joel Embiid he's gonna run through them. Brooklyn, they don't really have a good defensive big to stop Embiid, so it's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, moving on to the Eastern Conference semifinals. You got a really good matchup here with Milwaukee versus New York, but New York has that guy that's going to stop Giannis. They do. Who it is? Who is it? We'll have to
Julius
wait and
Randle.
find out. Somebody. No, Julius Randle doesn't play defense, to be honest. Somebody's going to have to. I think somebody's going to be able to. I think the Knicks take the series. I think the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks in 7, baby. JB is that good. Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
I'll give it over to you for your Eastern Conference Final.
For this one, I think it's just a clean sweep. I got Milwaukee at 4. Nobody on that team stops Giannis.
Yeah, their defense and their small ball, like Darius Garland and Mitchell, are both really, 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 really small.
Yeah, it's just they're not going to be able to go into the paint, especially with. I mean, even though people like to hate, but Brook Lopez, he's old, but he could still hoop. I mean,
Evan Mobley's really good, but he's not agile.
No.
So he's not going to be able to keep up with Giannis. Anyways, for the other Eastern Conference semifinal, Philly versus Boston, which I really think is a good matchup because 76ers were 1-3, but were they close games though? I mean, they were. 3-point game, 7-point game, 9-point game, 2-point game. I guess you won't consider a 7 or 9-point game so close. But when Joel Embiid plays really well in those games, Joel Embiid, they don't have anybody that can stop him. They don't have a big. They have Robert Williams, and Robert Williams is like 6'8". And honestly,
Robert Williams is a small guy for a big. I mean,
honestly, Boston in 7.
That's gonna be a good series.
If it gets there, which I expect it to.
Yeah.
Anyways, all you.
I have Boston 6. I feel like Joel Embiid he can't do it by himself, and then Philly just can't get it done in the playoffs. I mean, we've seen it in past years. They've lost to countless teams that they shouldn't have lost to. They can't make the Eastern Conference Finals. If that.
Yeah, if they even make it out of the first round.
I think the last time they were in the Eastern Conference Finals, they lost to Toronto.
Yeah,
And
they've had
even with James Harden last year, they couldn't get it done. So
we'll see what they can do this year, but I think the Celtics are just that much better.
The Celtics have such a deep team. It's
got Peyton Pritchard dropping 30-point triple doubles. I mean,
oh my God, yeah.
Anyways,
Philly doesn't have that bench. They don't have
to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you got the New York Knicks versus the Boston Celtics, and the New York Knicks have JB, they have Julius Randle, they have everybody, and this is why the New York Knicks is. I gotta take the Celtics sweeping this series. Celtics to the NBA Finals by sweep. I think the Celtics are just that good. Unfortunately,
yeah.
The Knicks are gonna make a run, but it's not gonna be that far. The Knicks are gonna make a good run, but Eastern Conference Finals is where it's gonna end.
It's hard because for me, both these teams are probably the best 2 teams in the league, in my opinion.
Right.
I've Boston 7.
Yeah, it's really.
It's really interchangeable. I think this is probably the best playoff series we could potentially see in the past 10 years, maybe. Past 5 years.
Yeah.
Giannis versus Tatum, it can't get better than that.
Yeah, I mean, two absolute studs of basketball players, right? Moving on to the West, you got that game going on. Let's actually check on that game. You got Timberwolves up 40-31, which is surprising because Rudy Gobert is not there. Rudy Gobert suspended.
Let's see
that. Whoever wins this, I think, is losing to Memphis in 5. I think Ja Morant healthy.
Taurean Prince.
I think Ja Morant healthy.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Ja Morant healthy is just a dog, and I don't think anybody beats him at this stage in his career. It honestly takes the whole team to beat Ja. Anyways,
Yeah, I think it all really depends. I feel like if the Lakers get there, they have, I say, a 50% chance of making it out. But I don't know. I'm gonna go Memphis in 6.
I like that pick.
I'm gonna go Memphis in 6.
Yeah, I like that pick. I'm gonna go ahead and start back on the 1 seed game. We got the Nuggets versus whoever, and man, are the Nuggets a strong team. You got Jokic, you got Jamal Murray, who's been balling. You know, Michael Porter Jr. Is he hurt? I don't think so.
MPJ? No.
MPJ is healthy. Their whole team is pretty much healthy. Even the back of their guys. I mean, whoever wins, even if it's the Lakers, I think the Nuggets in 5. Nuggets in 5.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I think, low key, I feel like if OKC or New Orleans, actually, I think if New Orleans plays Denver, they'll take one. I feel like all these teams are capable of taking at least one game. So I'm gonna go Denver in 5. Denver's a great team.
Yeah, Denver's really strong.
They're one of those teams that are also can be overrated. They can be beaten by pretty much almost any team in this Western Conference here. So
but their upside is so up.
Yeah, it's just their offense is just it's insane. They play probably the best team basketball.
Yeah, they know, the coach knows how to integrate everybody into the team.
Yeah,
and it really shows. All right, you got the 4 seed Phoenix Suns versus a 5 seed LA Clippers and Kawhi. We may as well call it the 5 seed Kawhi Leonard's at this point. I mean, I'm taking the Suns sweeping the series. Like, you got Paul George out for the series. I just don't see the Lakers, the Clippers being able to do anything in this series. Anyways, all you.
Yeah, I have the exact same thing. I think just the trio of Durant, Booker, and CP3 just are gonna just
Unstoppable, really is.
Clippers. The only upside the Clippers have is their defense, and that really all kind of lays on Kawhi. And Kawhi doesn't really score. They don't have a scorer.
Yeah, Paul George is not playing.
Paul George is out for the whole series. So I mean, it's not looking good for LA.
And this is, to me, this is a super duper, super intriguing series. You got the 3 seed Sacramento Kings versus 6 seed Golden State.
Shout out to all the Kings fan, man.
Shout out to Zach Town.
Oh my God, light the beam up, man. Light the beam.
Kings in 7, baby. Domantas Sabonis. I think that the Kings are going to take it against the Warriors, and I'm in the minority. Man, I think the Kings are just. I think they just play together. I mean, they have a squad. De'Aaron Fox balling. Domantas Sabonis balling. I think that might be one of the most win-win trades we've seen in recent history.
Mm-hmm.
Domantas Sabonis for Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton, my guy. Big fan. All right. Anyways,
Haliburton's been balling. Honestly, in my opinion, I think this is probably the best first round game of the tournament or the playoffs, because both these teams have their weaknesses and their strong suits. I mean, Sacramento's they've been insane at home this season, and then Golden State, on the other hand, cannot win a road game to save their life. But comparing on paper the roster, Golden State just clearly wipes the floor with their roster.
Right. On paper, Golden State should take care of this series.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Golden State in 7.
I think it's gonna be a really good series.
the road games is what's going to hurt them. But I feel like if they win one of those road games, it's just going to help them phenomenally. So
Phenomenally.
yeah,
I think
will.
I think the Kings just win every game at home, and they take it in 7.
Yeah, it could go both ways. Golden State could take one and win it in 7. I mean,
Right. It's gonna be a close series. We're looking at the 1 seed versus the 4 seed, Denver versus Phoenix. Denver is great, and I think this would be a really good series, but I think I'm going Phoenix in 6. I think Phoenix takes it with KD, CP3 leading the floor, and then you have Devin Booker who knocks down everything. You still have DeAndre Ayton in the backcourt. He's healthy, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have
DeAndre
Ayton
Ayton, so, yeah.
That power forward position. Was it Jay Crowder at this point?
I think so. No, because I think he went to Milwaukee.
I think you're right, but I think you're looking at like Josh Okogie, T.J. Warren, someone of that nature playing in that, and that's Torrey Craig, someone in that just having to fill in there. But really, those 4 guys,
great defensive guys. Great defensive guys.
Those
by the way.
4 guys can take over a series. So I'm taking the Suns in 6. You?
Honestly, I literally have the exact same thing. I think Jokic is gonna do good, but I feel like just Jamal Murray completely disappears in this series. I mean, KD's gonna score no matter what. So I think it's
Best
too
pure
much
scorer
for
we've seen.
defense.
Best pure scorer we've maybe ever seen.
Oh yeah, 100%.
At least in our lifetime. We got the 3 seed Sacramento Kings versus the 2 seed Memphis Grizzlies, and this series is, if you'd get this is super intriguing because you have the young, almost not even star power, but just the firepower of this Kings team, which seems like, I mean, they play their heart out. They leave their heart on the court every single game. And then you have this Memphis team who's definitely had their ups and downs this season, but it's only a matter of if those ups and downs bring them down or keep them more motivated. I'm going to bank on them keeping them more motivated. I think Sacktown makes it a really, really, really great series, but got Memphis in 7.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Is it over to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I have Memphis in 6 as well. I think.
I think I put them in 7, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I think Memphis is one of those sleeper teams. I know they had a few instances with Ja Morant this offseason, or this season. But I feel like that goes past them. I feel like this team is just, it's a great all-around team. It doesn't really specialize in one thing. They have those guys that can shoot. They have the big guys like Jared Jackson Jr. who can just is an absolute rim protector, and then you have those inside scorers like Ja Morant.
Yeah. Eastern Conference Finals. We're looking at. You got the Eastern Conference Finals. You got Phoenix versus. Let's go with I think, man, it's a really close series over here. But Memphis versus Phoenix. I mean, what a series we have there, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that would be incredible. But I'm gonna take the Phoenix Suns in 7. I think their star power is just that good. I think that brings them. I think that it just they'll give up 130 points, but they will score 131. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And plus, Phoenix is one of those teams that will just get it done for you in the clutch. They have so many clutch guys on their team, like Devin Booker, KD. I mean, even though CP3 doesn't hit many shots during the games, he makes those extra passes that will just really
two year Devin Bookers and 2 year Kevin Durant's who are going to knock down 50% of those shots. at this rate.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I'll move it on over to you. But
I have Phoenix in 6 again. I think Phoenix is just it especially after the KD trade, they boosted in so many aspects. I think now is their time to just win it. This will be, I believe, their second trip to the finals in the past 2 seasons now.
right.
So past 3 seasons, my fault.
Right. So it seems like we have a pretty similar finals. Got the Celtics with the Suns, the 2 seed Celtics in the East versus the 4 seed Phoenix Suns. And I think what both these teams lost their finals.
Oh yeah.
Celtics last year, Suns 2 years ago. And you see the story a lot where the team loses, gain experience, get back into the finals, and they win. But you can't even use that here because both these teams have that situation. But I just think Jason Tatum is that much of a stud, and I like Jason Tatum. I think the Celtics get it done in 7. The Celtics take home the finals, and the point margin in Game 1, we'll go with 6. I'm gonna submit that. See what I can do for your finals.
All right. I'm actually going Phoenix in 7. Boston is probably one of the best teams in the league right now.
Not even a debate.
We no, but here's the thing. We saw. Why does it keep doing that? We saw what happened. We saw what happened last season in the finals to Boston. They just got absolutely torched offensively. I mean, you have those guys like KD and Devin Booker who could just give you 30 on any given night. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I get it, but I think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown just take this series over. They also have Malcolm Brogdon on the floor. Al Horford really comes in clutch, and their team is so deep. They're like I think they literally might be 12 deep.
Yeah. Honestly, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with either picks. I don't disagree with you at all. I think it literally can go either way, and same with for most of these series too. I feel like the Golden State Memphis potential series that you can get is 50-50. The Philly Boston series potentially could be 50-50. I mean, Knicks Cleveland 50-50. Everything is just so 50-50 this season, and it's really good. It's really good for.
It's really exciting for playoffs. Scoring system we'll go with 1 for getting the team right in the first round, 2 for the second round, 3 for the semifinals, 5 if you pick the right team in the finals, and an extra point per series if you get the amount of games right. We'll keep that pretty similar in our other prediction videos. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave it comment who you guys think are going to win the NBA Finals. And we'll be back with our NHL playoff predictions coming out real soon. Your Florida Panthers just clinched the New York Rangers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We got a lot of content coming out to you guys. Might not be with AJ every single time, but he'll definitely be out here a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and have a great night.